I'm Toby.
And I'm Savannah.
And this is I guess it's called Star Wars SC-38 Reimagined, but it's the final confrontation between Obi-Wan and Vader, from a certain point of view. So, this will be exciting to watch. Hopefully whoever did this, I don't know exactly who did it yet, but hopefully they know how these two characters operate. Hopefully we're going to see certain things and not see certain things. So let's just go ahead and we'll do the nice little 3-second countdown. And we'll start it.
That's not a moon, it's a space station. It's too big to be a space station.
Seems like it's almost doing words up into the moment.
Obi-Wan is here. I'm sleeping alone.
Nice.
Our long-awaited meeting has come at last.
The circuit is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Only a master be a master.
Right off the bat. Oh my god.
The thought is a weaker
Nice spin move.
Strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. And I will show you the true nature of the Force.
Thanks.
Oh my god, he's on fire! Ah! It's Mustafar all over again. Look at this, the battling between the two. It's...
There she is.
Oh nice, so they like even put even more scenes in than just the battle.
Yeah.
Nice. Come on.
It's that.
He has courage.
Good will do is if he gets himself killed. Come on.
Oh my god. Yeah. Obi.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did we just leave this party? What kept you?
We are running some old friends.
Is the ship all right? Seems okay if we can get to it. Just hope the Omega got the tractor beam out of commission.
Oh.
How's the chance call? Come on, Otto. We got it.
Great music choice too. one trooper. Good job. Blast doors.
Nice.
Oh, he can like sense that or hear that too?
That's kind of cool.
That's awesome. Oh, he's taking his saber.
Right?
Nice. That,
See, I still can't tell what they are.
yeah,
Fix it in post.
fix it in post maybe. That was good.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I like how you never once see Vader's arm up more than this. Because he can't
It's
move
true.
his arm higher than that. That was what I was worried about. They were like, oh, we'll just make it look badass and he'll be swinging and jumping like he was
No,
Anakin
he
again.
still had it.
He still has his limitations.
Well, and they did that with Obi-Wan too, because that my worry there would be like he'd be fighting like, you know, the whole
Right.
time. And he can't
And a
do
lot-
that. He's
so
like,
when I was exactly when I
He's
was
an old
watching
man.
that, he's an old man, right?
Yeah.
But then you remember Yoda in Episode 2. They draw on the Force to give him that special power to kind of put all those.
no, he
aches
still
and
had
pains.
power and strength and skills and
No, I
everything.
know.
It just wasn't an
No,
obscene amount.
Exactly. It was perfect, but
Yeah.
I just feel like some people might complain about that. But it makes sense because he would have drawn on the Force to help.
No,
him
what they had
with
made
that.
sense. It was
Yeah.
still very skilled and yeah.
I like the intro. Kind of did all like a bunch of little dialogue that led up to that moment.
Yeah.
You know, oh, she's here, and all that. And
I liked that they kept in some of the scenes from the
original,
movie.
yep.
They took out like the bridge swing and all that stuff, but they kept some of the
yeah, they
some of the
let you
scenes
know
in
where
between.
it's going and how
Yeah.
it's different.
how
in
it connects
between.
into there.
Right, and I love Vader pulling the saber out with the Force. That was cool because
Yeah.
seeing him do
Well,
that.
I loved watching them both actually use the Force outside of just
Right,
doing
exactly.
the lightsaber
We got
duel.
to both see them use the Force in
yeah.
the middle of their duel.
No, the lights. Well, we'll get to it when we watch it, but
Right, and then the part where they go down the hallway and it goes into that red, very Episode 3 Mustafar hallway battle scene.
Yeah.
It very much reminded me of that. I love the talking over, you know, doing the whole "You were my brother, Anakin,"
yeah.
and "I hate you," and all of those were just so good. I mean, you can definitely tell where the new scene, like what they've edited, but it who cares? It's still so fun.
Yeah. Are we gonna go as we watch or?
Yeah, we'll stop it right here. Very Rogue One right there.
Yeah.
With that intro to him, Vader standing there, ignites his lightsaber as the door closes behind him, or in the darkness.
Not as dark, but it's still.
Right, yeah, not
stands
as dark. We
out.
can see him, but you know, it's still, when that saber, it's saber nice, you're just, right
Yeah.
there. God, so we're starting it again. Sorry, we probably should have let people know that, but we're getting to these next points. I love how the music choices in this one.
Yeah.
The song, is it Padme's Reminiscence, I believe? Something from Episode 3?
I'm not sure if it even
Maybe
is
not
for
her
episode 3.
Reminiscence, maybe it's a different one.
You I was but the learner. Now I.
It might not even be for episode
It might not be.
because they would have to license that.
Yeah.
Oh, but it does
This is
sound
the
like
Star
it.
Wars song.
Yeah.
Right off the battles, already like their lightsabers swinging going into the sides of the Death Star.
And leaving that like
Leaving the-
cauterized.
The carbon score, not
Yeah.
carbon score, but the scoring on the wall. I thought right then and there, like somebody's like, oh, well, now we're gonna have to fix that. Well, you're not gonna, because the Death Star's gonna be blown up. So it's fine. It doesn't matter. But just right off the bat, seeing Vader's hitting so much harder, like he would have. He'd be so angry right
Yeah.
now. He'd be using so much of that anger in the dark side. That spin to deflect by Obi-Wan was freaking so cool.
But I like that. I mean, so there, it's obviously a body, a different body.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like the obvious photo pasted face. Don't get me wrong, it's not 100% perfect, but for just a random, person on YouTube doing this, that's pretty good editing, keeping
Mm-hmm.
Alec Guinness's face on there without it just looking like a photo going over his hood,
Right, yeah, exactly.
Nothing more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
And I will show you the true nature.
Even putting different lines together, and then doing this. Only other time we saw this kind of stuff was in Episode 5 when he does it to Luke,
Yeah.
throwing debris from around him. Vader on
He's on
fire
fire.
while he's fighting.
Again, very Mustafar.
Oh, very symbolic to Episode 3, and the
Yeah.
last time these two met. And not only, it's not like Obi-Wan's defensive like he was in the original one. He was more on the defensive the whole time.
Yeah.
He's doing attacks here, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah.
Nice. Come on.
When Vader throws his lightsaber and pulls it across and pulls it back out, if you notice, he hits the door switch so the door closes behind him with his saber. Same like when Luke shoots the door out and it closes. Right here, this is.
Yeah. Goes red.
Yeah, this is definitely Battle of the Heroes or Anakin versus Obi-Wan. I really like that. Seeing Vader use his helmet.
Yeah.
Bam, he's got it. Why not use it? And then he starts
Well,
fighting.
and his arm too. His
he starts punching.
Arm, yeah.
Yeah, that's something that we really never see Vader do in the movies.
In the movies, and it's, so some people might complain about it, but I actually think it's very interesting because I mean, obviously he wouldn't use it against just anybody because he doesn't need to use his fists against anybody else. He's all powerful. But with Obi-Wan, he's got such rage. It's like the lightsaber's not even enough. He's got to punch him in the face too. You know.
Well, and that's what they did in Episode 3.
Yeah. No, it's not.
They ended up going down to almost like a hand-to-hand combat for a couple seconds. But I like to show that they try to put Anakin's fighting style, because when Anakin would attack, he'd bring both hands up and over.
Yeah.
Vader can't do that, but he's trying.
Still has the one hand
he's
up
trying
and
to use
over,
that upper motion still, because that's the fighting style he's used to. And he had to get a whole new fighting style when he became Darth Vader in the suit.
Yeah.
I'm loving the Force being used in the
push,
battle.
yeah.
Yes.
And he uses it to barely.
And how
to the
Obi-Wan was
side,
able,
yeah.
Obi-Wan was able.
And then that's my favorite move right there. Pulling it
Slicing
across
that
and then pulling it back to himself.
Right there, you saw him hit the door latch.
Yeah.
Yeah, using the Force to pull the saber.
And then pull it back
Obi-Wan
to
has
himself. That was a good move.
Yeah.
What kept you?
We are running some old friends.
Is the ship all right? Seems okay if we can get to it. Just hope the Omega got the tractor beam out of commission.
But you can see as the fight's waging on, Obi-Wan is getting tired. You can kind of see that.
I think it's when he realizes he's gonna lose and accepts it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Especially when he sees Luke, he's like, all right, I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna.
It's gonna be done with.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him strike me down and. This is a good move too.
Yeah, that was.
I love seeing the red on his helmet as he looks up. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they put that in there, those two lines. I wish they would have just kept the original one in there where he cuts him across.
Yeah.
But I understand why they did it their way. We don't need to watch the rest. I find it very interesting that Vader was able to hear Obi-Wan, or maybe not even hear him, but at least sense that there was a Force presence being spoken or something.
Yeah.
I find that was very interesting that he was able to hear that. I guess every other time that we're around, it's usually not like when Obi-Wan talks to Luke, it's either on Dagobah or on Hoth, but Han's not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, anytime somebody else is talking, and at the end of Return of the Jedi, it doesn't look like anybody else notices Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda sitting over there, just Luke. So,
although I would argue that Leia kind of has a sense because she is slightly Force sensitive and she does kind of come up to Luke and look where he's looking. Not necessarily that she sees them, but like she kind of knows that there's something.
Yeah, and I would agree with you there. I'll agree with that.
And then Han just kind of wakes up like, "What you guys doing?
What's going on over here?
Hey guys, I don't know what's going on."
I love that Vader takes Obi-Wan's lightsaber. I was always wondering about that. Every time I've watched episode, I'm like, what happens to Obi-Wan's lightsaber?
Yeah.
Because we know what happened to all the Jedi after Order 66, even Yoda's. They were thrown into a big old furnace on Coruscant, and then it was aimed and shot a big old into space. They burned them all. All lightsabers were destroyed. All the kyber crystals, everything. Which is dumb on their part. They should have kept the kyber crystals because they need them for the Death Star in the end.
Yeah. So when and this is something I've never quite understood because I didn't go through all the books in the EU and stuff like you did. When he does that, when he stands up and just goes like that, is that because he's trying to channel the Force to become the Force ghost?
Well, so
Obi?
kind of, I would think yeah, because when it happens, it's because we don't know how Obi-Wan felt through it, but we have learned in some books how Anakin, how it came out as he was dying there on the second Death Star in Luke's hands. He hears a voice. He hears Obi-Wan's voice saying, "Anakin, come with me.
Yeah.
And, let me show you how to do this real quick, so that you can come back as a Force-conscious ghost."
Well, and they say in Episode 3, I think it's actually technically a deleted scene, but we always watch the extended editions, where Yoda tells Obi-Wan, "Oh, an old friend of yours."
So yeah, and Qui-Gon was the first Jedi to actually accomplish this. He can't come back in a physical form.
No,
He's
it's just a voice.
But yeah, so Obi-Wan is actually the first one that learns to come back with a form.
Yeah.
So there's that.
But that's because I always wondered, especially as a kid when I first watched this, I was like, why is he just standing there? Like,
Right.
why does he just go like this and then not do anything?
I think it is what you were saying. I think he's at that moment he's like,
sees
and
Luke
he's
and he's-
accepting everything.
And he sees, I think, why my thought was, he sees Luke and he's like, okay, I'm still going to need to be around to help him, so I need to...
Yeah, exactly. And
carry
maybe
on
even
as a-
maybe he is reaching out into the Force, but in a way to get to Qui-Gon, like, hey, Qui-Gon, I'm ready. This
That's
is
what
my
I'm
time.
saying, yeah,
I need your help now.
yeah.
And I would agree with you on that. That's actually a really good point. I would agree with that. I definitely think that would be something. And again, just also accepting that he's about to die.
Yeah,
too.
that
You
too.
know, he's
No,
also-
that's a big thing.
he's
That's how
kinda
my
taking the-
mind tried to kind of explain it when I was like a kid and teenager, but...
Maybe almost just kind of doing a whole little flash thing, breathing his last breath, taking it all in, this is it, kind of deal. But
That could
I
be
think
it, too.
that he would be calling to Qui-Gon for help through the Force.
No, yeah,
like,
that's what
hey,
I'm saying, is getting getting that preparation, like, okay, I need to... Like, because
Right.
he looks at Luke like, okay, I need to do something.
I need to be here. He's like, oh, and then he gets that smirk, which
Like, okay,
the
I'm
same
gonna do-
smirk
yeah.
the Night King gets. That smirk, like, here it is. You're not gonna do. This isn't what it.
This is what
is about
this
to
isn't
happen
gonna go
isn't-
the way you think.
Exactly. There you go. I like how you put it. I enjoyed this a lot. So I remember this scene being done a while back, a long time ago. Maybe not long, but at least 2 years ago when I watched it. This is different. It's very similar, but it's also more expansive, more done.
Well, I like that the fighting just goes through the stage, because you kind of see them meet in one place and then just end up there.
Yeah, they kind of.
And you don't really
You're just
get
like,
to...
oh, were they always just right there? Well, that wouldn't make
Right.
sense. Why would
Right.
Obi-Wan be right there again?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
How
like
come
that.
none of the stormtroopers noticed until just now that they were right there?
Right, exactly. So I do like that it starts over here and we watch it come
And
all
they
the
go.
way
We
back
watch
to
them go down
here.
through the hallways again, much like the Battle of Mustafar.
Yeah, just like their last battle. It was this battle very much called out to the Battle of Mustafar.
Yeah.
Their duel that left everything. Anakin on fire. Anakin on fire again in this one. Insane. I really much enjoyed this. Thank you, FXitinPost, for doing this for us. This was amazing.
Oh yeah, we'll put the link for this video in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this isn't like a normal trailer, what we usually do with the reactions, so it's not something just to easily search and find. Well, it could be, but not if you don't know what you're looking for.
Sorry that it's not on our video while you're watching. Again, in our last video we talked about it. We are getting that ready. It is going to be coming soon. We just don't have it yet.
We're not tech people, so we're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. It's a slow build, but hey, if everybody who's watching gets to watch of how we have been growing, which is fun, I think. So all right. Well, until next time, may the films be with you.